you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty.
This is Above Average Magazine, and we're here with, can you give us the name of your band?
J.J Hairston and Youthful Praise.
How long have you guys been a group?
We've actually been singing together for about 20 years now.
Wow.
We started when we were young kids. I mean, we were the 13, 14, you know, at my local church in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It was called Turnstile Temple. We changed the name to Cathedral of Praise. We were singing, you know, we're too young to sing with the adults, too old to sing with the kids. So we started our own choir, and God's really been blessing us. And over the last 10 years, we've been recording, and God's really been doing a lot for us.
Who has influenced some of your music?
I would say definitely Bishop Hezekiah Walker, Ty Tribbett, Israel Houghton, Don Lawrence. We got like a whole mixture of people that we really enjoy, and we kind of borrow from everybody and put together what we call the music of Youthful Praise.
Right. Who writes songs for you?
I write most of the songs. For this current album we have out now, which is called Resting on His Promise, I wrote 9 out of the 12 songs. And then there's a guy named Trent Corey from, I think he's from Florida. Yes, he wrote a song for us. We had a few other guest writers, but I wrote most of the material.
Excellent. Okay, can you describe the music making process?
Honestly, most of our songs come out of a worship experience. I could be in the house or at the church or in my truck, you know, just singing worship songs, and I'll find myself singing something that I'd never heard before. I realize I'm writing something. Sometimes I actually sit down and say I want to write a song, like the song Resting on His Promise. I actually was paying attention to the news and hearing all the stuff they were saying about the recession and stuff like that. So I wanted to write a song to encourage the body of Christ, to let them know that we can rest on the promises of God. So most of the time it's through a worship experience, but sometimes I actually sit down and decide to write about a certain thing.
What are some of the challenges that you face as a gospel group?
Well, I would say one thing is we never want to feel like, you know, we're taking away from church people, you know, or organizations, you know, people who are trying to make something happen. You know, they don't realize that we have expenses, and, you know, it's hard for them to make the expenses at the same time. So, you know, finding that happy medium where they're not, you know, going above their means, but we're also taking care of what we need to take care of. Sometimes that's a little bit of a challenge in the church. But, you know, God's really been faithful. He's been putting us with ministries who have been investing in what they want to do and investing in the people they want to minister to. So God's really been blessing us in that way.
Do you have any advice for any up-and-coming groups?
I would definitely say be true to what God has given you. Don't try to, you know, be swayed by fads. You know, we go through fads in gospel. Sometimes it's jazz, gospel, sometimes praise and worship, sometimes traditional. Just do what God told you to do. If you're a praise and worship artist, stay with that. Don't be swayed by what the fad is of the day. And God's going to bless what He put inside of you. Hey everybody, this is J.J Hairston from Youthful Praise, and I'm with Above Average Magazine. Thank you all so much. Continue to rest on the promises of God.